Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to this series of videos in which we are developing a dashboard having a front end on Microsoft Excel, and we are using Microsoft Outlook to run that dashboard on the server. The user does not require any installation of Excel or Microsoft Access. Microsoft Access is being used on the server end. The information is being stored in the backend database. There's Microsoft Access, and the report is created that how many activities were due, how much have you performed, and what are the overdue status, and if there is any financial implications, then what is that. So we started this with the creation of users. So many users have been created in our dashboard, and so in we sent this request to the dashboard through the email, right? So the subject is to be like this, create. So it has to be when you want to create a user. So this is the pre-formatted and structured command, which will come into the inbox of the Outlook. So Outlook will transfer it to the folder which is being monitored by the system. So let's so this is a tree plantation is going to be uh, the activities of tree plantation, 5 tree plantation per day by this user, Peter Morgan. Right. So, and it's starting from 1st of January 2020, of which uh, say, for example, from the 1st of January 2020 until 2024, 31st December, he did not do any plantation, although they were being, the backlog was piling up for him, right? So backlog is starting date, data stamp as soon as he starts performing. So which date should he start stamping that performance? So we say, okay, 15th of July is the start of so as and when he will notify as and when he does the performance, right? So this will reach to our folder here, and as soon as it reaches within 45-second time, the Excel will take the charge. Now the Excel has developed it. It has it has taken this graph, and this is the update of the means report, which is going to be sent to the user shortly, right? So you will see it is now composing the report for to be emailed, and it is going to be received by the user, that this is the start date. Then from here onwards, the user can send the email for clearance, backup clearance, and get the revised status of it. So initial status was 1405 was the performance, and 9135. These are the uh, uh, means not overdue. These are outstanding, right? So let's send a transaction that Jim Morgan has completed his activity for, say, 5 days overdues. So he will go to his email. He will uh, use, sorry. So what is his email address? So his code. The code is actually very important. No? That what is the code of the user, which was generated by the system, right? So if we say refresh all and we go to the bottom, so this is the code which we should use to pass on any transaction to the dashboard, right? And to notify. So the transaction will be done by the dashboard automatically. So we go to the email, and we go to the send mail, and we take, say, the backlog clearance, and here we use this, and we go to the edit subject, and we say we want to clear the backlog. So, and our user ID is user ID colon, and then we paste this user ID. The rest of the information are not required. So this forms the the command, right? The command is the backlog clearance, and for how many days you have got to mention the days. The clearance for how many days do you want? So let's say say 7 days. He wants the clearance of backlog by 7 days. Okay, so let's see. This email is going to get to the dashboard, and it will be moved to the action folder, and then the Excel will take the charge, right? And this is VBA. VBA is going to now take the charge of it, and it will, the impact will be that there were 7 days will be listed in here. 1405 will be increased by 5 days, 5 per day, and 75 the 35 more will be performed, and overdue will be reduced by 35. So yeah, 35 have been reduced, and from the overdues, and these figures are updated, and these 7 days have been reported, and these have been marked as per the setup of the user, that it wants that the activity should start from the 15th of July. Okay, the next performance will be on 16th, 17th, like this, July. Okay, so this is now 1440. It has increased, and the performance date are 1440 now, and overdue have been reduced to 9,100. Right? Okay, so these two things are tested. Now, if we get back to our backup, we can execute the backup for this user, right? So we go to the backup routine. For example, this is the uh, this created. This is the backup user. Okay, so our user ID is Jim either. So we copy it, and we use this command to execute, to tell to the dashboard that we want our backup request to be actioned. Okay, the user ID is equal to is this, and we so this is going to execute the backup. Jim Morgan, right? We say send, so backup will be actioned. So it will reach to our Outlook, and as soon as the email is moved to this folder, the action will be taken by the dashboard. It will be analyzed what to do, what is the request, and it will determine automatically that the backup is required. So it will conduct the backup. It will move all its things into the backup, and it will respond to the user that your request for the backup has been actioned. And you will see that the BK master will have an additional backup image history of the records for the user. So let's, so it takes 45 seconds as and we have set it up like this. You can change the name, the time interval. Okay, so this is the backup. This has been taken, and let's see. Now the email is being published, and it is being embedded into the body text, and then you will have a list of backups available, which you may need to restore in future, right? So backup has been done. So this all done through the sending of commands through the Outlook, through your any email. You do not need Outlook to you may be the user of a Hotmail, Yahoo Mail, or Gmail, or all you need to do is fill in the template and send it. So the command will be executed, and it will notify you that your action has been taken. So let's see, in the Gmail, in the inbox, you would see that a new email has received. And this is the last 0 minute ago. This was it, and which tells you the backup for the Jin Morgan has been taken. And this is the status at that time of the backup, right? So 9th of October was the backup date. And if there are multiple backups, so multiple backups will be listening. That would help you to pick and choose any restore date from which you want, if any particular backup to be restored, so that will be restored. So this, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you very much for watching.